Uh-oh. Live now. Ooh. Mute. Howdy, folks. Shawn here from Hiking with Shawn on YouTube. What's up, Ancient? What's going on, buddy? Thought I'd do a live stream. Might as well. So, haven't done one of these in a while, where I'm at my house. Always tend to do it really late. Yeah, lots of rain. Lots of rain indeed. It was pretty rainy today. A lot of flooding over here. I'd imagine it's over there in Missouri too, right? I guess all the severe weather is mainly down south. I think Arkansas had quite a few tornado warnings. Oh, wow. That's quite a bit. We probably got somewhere around there because I went to Giant City State Park today. And when I went through Carbondale, there was a few like low-lying areas that usually do flood. They're flood prone. And they were full really quick. So usually they don't fill up like that unless we get quite a bit of rain. It's all coming from like the Big Muddy. I originally went to Giant City to go bike riding. That's why I'm wearing my cycling jersey still. But all I did was a bunch of hiking. It was just a little chilly. I didn't dress for chilly cycling. So, what's going on, Merv? Welcome, buddy. Western Kentucky. Yeah, I think there's some severe weather over there. We had a couple of like severe thunderstorm warnings in my county. Yeah, that's still in Carbondale. I think it's called like the Great Outdoors or something like that. Southern Illinois girl. Cool. The tuxedo cat is. She's somewhere. I don't know where she is. I'm sure she'll make an appearance at some point. Doing good, Merv. Doing good, buddy. I think she may be passed out in the chair. Yeah, oh yeah, that cat's spoiled. Just gave her a bunch of treats, so she probably ate them and thought, well, I'm gonna go take a nap. But she'll want attention eventually, so she'll be coming in here looking for it. Looking for a good fishing net gator. So what you have in store for us? Well, nothing major. Editing the video right now for Snake Road. That was a good one. That was pretty good. Didn't see a whole lot because it's pre-migration, but we've seen quite a bit. And that's going to be a cool video, I think. And Giant City, I've seen quite a bit today. Pretty good views. I originally went there to bike, and that was it. That was all I was going to do today. But then it's just a little chilly, so I thought, well, I'll just kind of hike around. I've seen active waterfalls, and I went to one waterfall that I'd been wanting to climb up, and I climbed up it today. So that was a good video. And then I went to the base of a waterfall that I hadn't visited the base of it yet. So I got that. And then I went to Stone Fort, checked it out, and that fall was active. And finally went up on the water tower, which there's a sign there. It says no. It's a no drone zone, so I can't bring my drone out there and fly it around the water tower. Dang it! That'd be a pretty good area to fly a drone on. But I can't do it. I'm not gonna break the rules. And I think I have some other videos I need to edit that I haven't edited yet. I'll have to look through my cards. But there's a few things up my sleeve that I'm working on that I'm not really going to talk about right now, but I think they're going to be pretty neat. And it's all going to boil down to a potential for me to do daily videos again, mixing that with live streams to make it a little bit easier. So we'll see what happens when it gets down to that. But I'm having a lot of fun with YouTube, so I'm just going to keep pushing along. Glad to see y'all showing up, though. That's pretty nice. Kind of just name it hiking and outdoor talk, because why not? You know, we could just talk about hiking outdoors, whatever. You can ask me questions if you want to know anything about me or plans, or if you want to talk about your plans, you know, talk about whatever you want. Yeah, I'll have a brewski for you. I'm having a little bit of craft beer. That's my weekends. You know, I like to let loose a little and drink a little beer. And what am I drinking today? It is Blue Moon. I think it's more of a popular commercialized beer. St. Nick's Brewing Company, the cycling jersey I'm wearing, I used to be part of the club. I just haven't paid my dues. I need to pay them. They make, they're out of DuQuoin, Illinois, and they make really good beer, really good dark stout beer, and I love that. Release the buckles on your pack when not in use. Yeah, you were saying something about that. Kind of help with my back, right? You know, I think I seen a picture, Stone, on Facebook where you had like a bunch of horses. Do you ever ride them on the trail? You do anything like that? So, you know, that's big, popular over here. There's a fellow South American named Keith, and he wants me to ride one of his horses. And I told him, I said, as long as I can video it, because that video is going to probably be a comedy video. I've never ridden a horse in my life, but we're both going to be skittish. Thank you, Hiker G. I try to stay busy. I mainly just hike on the weekends. Every weekend I'm off. Through the week, I work 10 hours a day, so I don't really have a whole lot of time for hiking, but I got some plans for that coming up too. So as it gets warmer, I'm going to try to work more 8-hour days so I can visit Snake Road during the migration. And that way I can get there, you know, several days a week to really see the spring migration in full swing. That's pretty cool, Ancient. I mean, I'm not a horse rider, but you know, I think horseback riding is pretty neat. I'm more of that pesky mountain biker, but I still, you know, I think horses are cool. Southern Illinois girl, My husband wants to know if you have any new gear purchases planned in the future. I bought a pair of, let's see, they're called, well, that's going to have to get a bad review right there. They're hiking shoes, and the company is called Merrell, I think. Merrell, something like that. Overall, the shoes are really nice. The logos and stuff are wearing off of them. No big deal to me really, because I kind of hike rugged. But they're waterproof, and they really are waterproof until you know the water's above the shoe, and then obviously it's not going to be waterproof anymore. I don't like boots, so I wear boots every day to work. Steel toe, it's manufacturing, so I don't like wearing it on the weekends. Um, but they're a pretty good shoe, and you can get them at Dick's. That's where I bought mine. They're kind of pricey, but I like them, But yeah, I'm gonna buy some. I'll probably buy some new gear soon, because I buy a lot from REI, and I guess they're having their winter clearance, 50% off. It's already started, so I may go over there and kind of look to see what they have that's fair priced, and maybe buy some stuff. And that's not a sponsored ad for REI, but I would like to start doing reviews on the stuff that I bought. I think that'd be pretty helpful, like my tent and my sleeping bag, and like my shoes, and probably need to really get a good set of trekking poles. There's one guy in particular that I met through my stepdad that is making me a trekking pole out of wood, and I'm gonna probably use that, and check that out. So that's gonna be kind of neat. Yeah, I like the REI clearance. Earth, it's flooding. Yeah, it is. It's flooding out here, buddy. Hey, Rocket, welcome. Stone, I prefer mountain biking over horse any day. Horses are my wife's fun. Too hard on my body. Plus, I like to be in control. Yeah, horses, I don't have nothing against horses, but I'd prefer a bike because I can control the bike. I mean, a horse can just lose its mind at any moment and decide, it's going to go this way. And but I'm not against potentially riding one for a video. I think that'd be kind of fun. The guy that wants me to ride it, he told me it's like after you ride it, you'll want to quit biking. I don't think I will, but it'd be pretty neat. Backcountry. I need to check out Backcountry. I've never really looked at their stuff. Of course, Amazon's probably cheaper than both of them. Amazon and eBay. But you just got to be careful. I bought some camera equipment from like Etsy or one of them sites where you get it in Asian manufacturing. And they sent it to me, and it was just junk. I mean, it was cheap. It was really cheap, and you get what you pay for, really. And I ended up, they wouldn't take it back. They were giving me a hard time about it, so I threw it away. But it was cheap. It's like this is what I use this is my camera that I use to hike, do the vlog with. And this extension here is a Joby Gorilla Pod. I love this thing. You can wrap it around trees and bend it in all different ways and all that. And I bought the one from Walmart that was the cheap version. And I think the first time I wrapped it around the tree, like half of the little knob things fell off. Whoa, there goes my speaker. and I decided just to bite the bullet and buy the expensive one, and it's a whole lot better. So cheap isn't always the best option. Some stuff it is, but not always. What's up, Logan? That's my nephew right there, Mr. Logan Patton. Me and him need to go for a hike one day when it warms up a little bit. Probably taking camping. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Then I won't be alone camping. It won't be so scary. Thank you, Rocket. Appreciate that. What's up, TJ? Finally made it to a stream without me shutting it down. I think you kind of come in on the last part of the couple last ones. Well, I even got Blood Ken in here. Isn't that cool? But yeah, I kind of wanted to in the Happy Holler Road, South. Is Happy Holler Road? I guess I haven't been to that one, Stone, but I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to come back to this video, or I'll just write it down real quick and go check that out. TJ, you have the G7X Mark II as well. It's a good camera. I love it. I love it. And right now it's getting pretty good on the price, for other people to upgrade to it. Welcome, Happy Trails Hiking. Good evening. No, Patton is his dad, so I'm not kin to the Pattons. I'm kin to his mom. His mom is my sister. Unless that's some totally different random Logan Patton. Doubt it, but I kind of like doing these live streams. I think I need to do it more. I've been to Lick Creek, Stone. A buddy of mine's dad lives over there, and I went to where did I go? It was somewhere around Lick Creek that Fern Cliff owns. It's a big climbing spot, maybe Cedar Bluff or something like that. And it was a short little trail, but it was pretty neat. There's just a whole lot of spiders. That was during the summer. Our spiders were so bad this year that a YouTube channel, yeah, Cedar Bluff, a YouTube channel called Adventure Archives, big YouTube channel. They came down to Shawnee to watch the eclipse, and the spiders and I guess the deer ticks and the heat was so bad that they aborted their trip and went somewhere where someone has a house with air conditioner and all that. And I mean, I don't diss them for that because they're not used to our forest. But me and Nate Bucher, we stayed 4 nights, 5 days in the Shawnee during the eclipse, and it was hot. There's a lot of spiders, a lot of bugs, a lot of ticks. But man, it was a good time seeing the eclipse from Saltpeter Cave in Les Creek Wilderness. That was just awesome, and I enjoyed every bit of it. It was pretty fun. Right after the eclipse, though, it felt like the temperature went like 10 degrees higher. I mean, it was kind of rough. Draper's Bluff. I think I've heard of that. I don't think I've been there yet, but I think I've heard of it. Yeah, you know what, Greater Bibley? The spiders in your parts are a lot worse than the spiders in our parts. But here's the thing about Southern Illinois spiders. what I try to tell people, what I try to convince people. The spiders out in the woods are harmless. They're harmless. I mean, yeah, you'll get some areas where there's black widows, like in the bluffs and stuff, but usually you won't run into them. But the spiders that are the worst in Southern Illinois are the ones in your house and in your woodsheds and stuff like that, like your brown recluse. You know, that's a nasty spider. But on the trails and the woods, and those things are harmless. I mean, it's annoying to get the webs on you. That's what I hate the most, getting the webs on me. It's just alien. It feels alien, you know, so we want to get it off of us. But the spiders, they're not going to really harm you. You may run into some wolf spiders and whatnot, but, you know, that's what a good trekking pole's for, knocking them things down. But I keep trying to get them guys to come back in the fall and maybe get a hold of me, and I can show them all sorts of cool places that, you know, they can feature for the world to see and kind of give some more fame to our forest. Nate is a cool guy, Rocket. Nate is a really good guy. That he turned into a really good friend out there. That was an experience. No, we don't have to do nothing like that, Bibley. Or Bilby. I think I keep saying your name wrong. Bilby, Bibley, Bill B. If I call you Bibley, don't take offense. uh, we don't really have to, unless you have a lot of like brown recluses, like an infestation in your home, then you'd probably want to check everything. But no, I see them every now and then in my house, and I'll usually Deb. Okay. I'll usually cup them and take them outside. And if it's just a regular non-venomous spider, then I'll let it stay. It doesn't bother me as long as they're not crawling on me. But I hardly ever get them in here. I have a cat, so she'll eat them. You know, she'll pretty much eat any spider. Welcome, Helga. Another good channel right there. I sent her my channel sticker, and I think she put it on like a pizza pan or something like that. Cookie sheet or something. It's kind of neat, kind of unique. Yeah, spiders are very beneficial, really. I used to be terrified of them until I really got into hiking. And you get enough on you, you either quit hiking or you learn to love them. And I kind of learned to appreciate them. I mean, they're really beneficial. I'll be right back. You all talk amongst yourselves. It'll be a couple of seconds here. And I'm back. Yeah, wolf spiders are over here. They can get pretty big, but I've never really came into contact with any to where they like tried to bite me. Good advice, Merv. Good advice. I like those old home remedies. Funnel webs, yeah. Deb, you have some of the bad spiders up there and the bad snakes. Yeah, beer time. Might as well drink a few. Stone, you know me already. This hair up here is the longest this hair has ever been. And some people are like, well, you know, it makes sense because you're hiking all the time. You're like a hippie, and I'm not a hippie at all. That's more of a redneck than a hippie. But I just wanted to grow my hair out, see what it looks like. Don't know if I'm going to cut it yet or not. You know, I don't know how many snake bites are in Southern Illinois or Illinois in general, but I would say, Logan, cut it now. Your mom probably told you to say that, didn't she? I would say, and I can say this officially in Illinois, at least in the past 150 years, and this is, you know, there's no evidence against this. I've researched it, but 150 plus years, no one has died from a snake bite in Illinois. Illinois, not the U.S., just Illinois. And we have one of the most famous snake areas, Snake Road, you know, so there's at least 3 venomous snakes over there. There's your timber rattle, which is your most venomous. There's your cottonmouth water moccasin, and then there's your copperhead. And up north a little in Lake Carlisle, there's your Massasauga rattlesnakes, and I think they're only located there in the state. Starting to look like a palo hunter. Yeah, I knew that, Logan. That's what I thought. She's watching me, isn't she? Maybe just cut half of it, you know, just half, and then leave the other half. And I'll just, you know, do that in videos until someone says something about it. Some people have gotten bit, William, um, but no one's died yet. I do recall a story about a woman who decided she was going to use a snake hook, which is illegal on that road, to lift a cottonmouth. And when she did it wrong, and the cottonmouth bit her in the hand. And they had to open the gate. Forestry had to come open the gate so an ambulance can get, you know, to her because she was going into some sort of anaphylactic shock. That's what kills people the most. They're going to shock. They have some sort of allergic reaction to the venom. Uh, some people can get bit by venomous snakes and get a venomous bite and live, you know. Some people that, if you don't get any treatment, you know, it'll affect you. Timber rattlesnakes are so highly venomous that if you get bit by them, which is so rare because there's such a calm snake compared to the other ones. But if you get bit by them and you don't take care of it, you know, you may lose limbs over it. So if you ever get bit by a snake, you know, and you know it's venomous, get help. I don't know, William. I don't know how many tourists. I mean, when I go, people for the most part, there's some of them out there that want to pick up all the non-venomous ones, and they'll bite them. They'll musk them, you know, musk on them and all that. And you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to touch any kind of snake over there. And I try to tell people that, educate them. You know, they're going to do what they're going to do. The only time I think I'd intervene is if I saw someone trying to kill the snake. You know, if they come out there to kill snakes, and I think I'm going to put them on video. You know, I mean, if they want to come try to take the camera away from me, they can try, but you know, I'm not going to sit there and let them kill them, you know, on a road that protects them. Snakes are beneficial too. They prevent Lyme disease. They help take care of the rodent population that just litters the area. There's more rodents than anything else in Southern Illinois. We have more rodent species than anything. Yeah, they're pretty beneficial. I mean, and a lot of these venomous snakes get a really bad rap. Cottonmouths, they're not that aggressive. I mean, they'll do their pose, they'll open their mouth, but folks, I get inches away from them, and they'll eventually close their mouth and stick their tongue out because they don't feel threatened anymore. Copperheads, on the other hand, they're a little bit more aggressive. They get annoyed pretty easily, and they'll try to strike. Um, Timbers, I've never seen one timber that wanted to bite me. The only time I've ever seen a timber rattle is when it comes out of its den and it's cold and someone spooks it. And then it's gonna rattle. It's cold. It's groggy. It's like, kind of, they prevent Lyme disease because they eat rats, and that's where Lyme disease comes from. So when your mosquitoes or your ticks get on rats and mice that carry the disease, then they get it, and then they get on people or whatever and spread it. So yeah, I've never been followed by a snake, but I heard it happens, but I've never been. So I can't say it's not true. I can't say it's true. Yeah, we're talking about snakes. We talk about everything over here. Snakes are beneficial, and they're cool. I mean, the only reason people hate snakes is because they bite and all that, and they're weird. But just imagine if you were a species like a snake or a snake. Imagine if you only had your teeth. That's it. Imagine if you didn't have legs, you didn't have arms, and then something huge like a human come up to you, and you couldn't defend you can only slither away, and all you had for defense was your teeth. I kind of look at that, and with a snake, if you're a beaver or an otter or something like that, you have claws, legs, you can climb up stuff and all that. Snakes are really limited on where they can go and all that and how fast they can get away. So it's kind of, I kind of look at that, and it's, no wonder, people think they're aggressive. They're scared. They're probably more scared of you than you are of them. They see something huge coming at them, and they're just misunderstood. And I just suggest people who don't like them. And my mother hates them. She can't stand them. She's kill them all. I'm trying to get her to come with me to Snake Road and just see them. Just see how harmless they really are. Snakes climb trees. Some of them will. I think the water snake could climb trees out here. You want to go there, Logan? I'll take you there. Here in a couple of weeks, migration will start, and they'll close the gates. And I'll pretty much guarantee you that I could take you there, and at least you'll leave seeing at least 20 to 30 snakes. Oh, Logan. uh, yeah, snakes can climb. I mean, they're climbers. I'm not an expert in herping, but I'm learning. And, used to before that, I wasn't really scared of snakes. I just didn't really want to get around them. And now, I get now I look for them. And the funny thing is, timber rattlesnakes, which people think of them, they think, oh, a rattlesnake, scary. They are the calmest snake I've ever seen in my life. I'd say anytime you're in snake territory, happy, just look everywhere. You know. I'm getting all sorts of alerts on my phone about flooding the Big Muddy River, which is right near me. I'm safe. My house is safe, but the river, is flooding out. Yeah, that's right. What Helga says. Always be aware of your surroundings. That is a good word of advice. And not just for snakes. I mean, whatever other wildlife exists, or slip, trip, fall hazards, and weather, and ice and winter. A girl recently died over here last month. Um, she had been hiking at Ferncliff State Park, and I'm assuming she got up on the waterfall area and slipped and fell, and they didn't find her for 4 days. And I don't mean this to be like mean or nothing, but I hope that when she fell, she died then. I hope she didn't suffer for 4 days, with no one finding her, because that'd be horrible. So, I don't mean that kind of to be mean or nothing. I just hope that was quick for her. But yeah, you just got to constantly be aware of your surroundings, and you got to realize that nature can kill you. Happy Trails hiking the Little Grand Canyon is awesome. That is a very awesome trail. Springtime, especially. And if you get out there and it's on a weekend or something, let me know. I'll meet you out there and hike with you if you want. It's a cool trail. I love going out there. It's a workout. It's a workout coming out, but it's a good trail. Wildflower hike. I don't know if I've heard of that. I need to go explore Missouri a little more. I went and visited a YouTuber named Grim Reaper up there or down there in southern Missouri around Dora. And I think I was on US 60 maybe when I came back. It went through like Current River and all that. And man, there was signs for parks and trails and forest all around me, but I had to get home. I was ready to get back to Illinois. I didn't have time to stop. I'm going to have to really check that place out. I've been to Dixon Springs, but I've never hiked anything over there. I love those old churches they have there. Hey, welcome, Yodi. A good friend of mine I met on Snake Road right there, Yote off trail. Yote. And hopefully I'll meet up with him and his brother-in-law and buddy again. Well, welcome, M and the gang, and thank you, Happy Trails, for sending people my way. I appreciate that. Yodi. Yeah, Yodi, he's a good guy right there. I definitely look forward to more Snake Road adventures. Yeah, just let me know, Yodi. Brian, just let me know. If you send me a message on Facebook, I'll shoot you my phone number. You text me whenever. It's better to text me. I rarely pick up phone calls, but I have unlimited text and I keep it on silent so you can text me anytime you want. get so many telemarketers calling me. I just made it a habit not to answer my phone. Southern Illinois girl, where are you from in Southern Illinois, if you don't mind me asking? Hey, thanks for stopping by AOK Foraging and Adventures. I appreciate it. Sounds good to me, Yodi. How did that turn out, Em, and the gang? Carbondale area? Yeah, me too. I'm from Hurst. You ever heard of Hurst? It's about 10 minutes from Carbondale. Teeny tiny little town. Thank you, AOK. And again, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. M brings up a good point there. A lot of snakes, venomous snakes, when they bite you, they dry bite you. That's a kind of a last defense before they have to use their venom. Um, for a snake to recharge itself to get the venom back in it is sort of like us trying to run a marathon. It's really hard. It really messes with their health. So snakes really don't want to inject that venom into you unless they have to. So that's kind of something interesting. Drove through Hurst every day on my way to John A. Yeah. Teeny tiny little town. Don't speed through here though. that is very lucky, Em. I am happy that he was just dry bitten. Southern Illinois, that's funny. you gotta be careful with snakes, because they are a wild animal. Really got to be careful with all the animals. I got to be careful with my cat. She scratches the heck out of me, but I instigate her. Hey, thanks for stopping by Happy Trails. I appreciate it, and I hope you have a really good hike out there. Well, that is good if the doctor laughed, try to give him a little bit of support, make him feel better. 11 people watching. That's pretty neat. I don't know if anyone else was doing a live stream. I really don't check. I don't mean to butt on anyone's live stream or anything like that. There's a few of them doing it. But I figure, talking about hiking and stuff, it's not like it's stealing anyone's users. Hey, see you, Stone. Take it easy, buddy. Feel free to message me more locations. Figure I may do this stream till about 9, and unless it's hopping, then I may go a little bit longer. I went hiking today. I originally went to Giant City State Park to go bike ride, and that's why I have my cycling jersey and all that. And it was just a little too cold, so I thought, I don't want to waste my you know trip out here, so I'll just hike a little bit. And then I started noticing a lot of the waterfalls were active, and I decided to go ahead and go chase waterfalls. Not listen to the warnings from TLC for all you people my age who know the reference to that. Oh, another flood warning. Heck yeah, Yodi. I mean, if you got them over there, track them down. Don't go chasing waterfalls. That's right. Yep, waterfalls are cool. I mean, it's like Hike with Mike says, good medicine. They just give you, just cool to be around them. Good source of water too. I mean, I'd still filter it, but it's a good little source to get drinking water. So I'll be right back, folks. Hang tight, talk to each other, and I'll be back here in a second. And I'm back. Cedar Falls is a really cool waterfall, girl. I enjoyed going there. Yes, I do need a new chair, Logan. I agree. My cat has destroyed this chair. Haven't you? Have you destroyed that chair? She's sitting over there staring at me. Yeah, pack and tuck. Welcome, Vince. Yeah, Cedar Falls is really neat. That whole area is neat. I'm very jealous of Camp Ondasonk for their property. And I guess they got several other waterfalls too. I wish I could have went to a camp like that when I was a kid. That would have been pretty neat. I'm sorry I get silent. I'm just kind of reading the chat. Vince, you said you've been going there since you were 7 at Ondasonk or something else someone's talking about. I have never hiked in North Carolina. I would eventually like to go. I've never even been to that state, to be honest, but I would like to eventually go to there. Is the AT, doesn't the AT go through North Carolina? Or am I thinking of something else maybe? That's cool, Vince. That's cool that you got to experience that when you were a kid, and now you have your boy go. That's really cool. I like that. If I had a kid, I would definitely send him there. I mean, I'm not really Catholic, but I'm sure it's they accept it all, right? I mean, that camps like that are really critical, I think, for Southern Illinois, because we're rural. The forest is really a big part of our region and the history on it. How many attempts it took us to get it and everything. So I really appreciate camps like that. A buddy of mine, when we were kids, he was kind of more or less adopted, I guess, in a way. I don't know, something like that, with a horse camp called Black Diamond Horse Ranch, and they're near Alto Pass. And they did a lot of stuff about like trying to help kids that are, I guess, behavioral disorder. And I think they're still in operation. But I went there, and it was a pretty cool little camp. I mean, it was a good thing. So I'm all about stuff like that. And Ondasok, they seem like the type that would really try to get kids into the outdoors, which is really what we need instead of them sitting at home playing PlayStation or Xbox or whatever is popular. They need to keep getting outside so that we can shape future generations to help protect what we all love, what we all need. That would be cool to see, the whole mountain thing, especially. I think the mountains would probably kick my butt, though. Then again, we have some hills over here, but nothing like the mountains. That's a good thing, Em. That's the thing. If you have kids, you know, they want to play video games. Video game playing is a good idea. I mean, I think it's a good. I don't have kids, so I mean, I can't like for sure. I'm not going to go against a parent and say, "Hey, I know more than you." But I feel like technology is a good thing for kids to understand, to get good at, because the way the world's going, that's going to be the job. Um, 666 subscriber. Well, we need another subscriber now. I didn't know about that, Vince. That's interesting. I had no clue. I love learning history about the area, so I like that you mentioned that. That's pretty cool. Just don't put a spell on me, Em. Oh, I have a buddy asking me about waterfalls. Let me just shoot him a message. Bulge hole. Ecological area. So a buddy of mine saying he's going to take his girlfriend to waterfalls tomorrow, and he was wondering what waterfall area I suggested he goes to. And I suggested Bulge Hole. I think many of you could agree with that. Many of you locals. I bet Bulge Hole's doing well right now. I'd almost go tomorrow, but my mom wants to go bike riding, and I want to encourage her to do that more. So I'm definitely going to go bike riding with her tomorrow because that's healthy. Add some years to her life. And since I didn't go riding today, I need to go riding tomorrow. I've never been to Jackson Hole, been to Jackson Falls and Jackson Hollow. I attempted to go to Jackson Hole and I parked at the end of Mustang Lane where the road became unmanageable. But then I started seeing purple paint everywhere, and I didn't know if I was parking on private property or not. And I just got kind of concerned about it and decided not to do it. But eventually I want to do it, but I'm probably going to park on Gum Springs Road at the River Trailhead and just make it a really long hike. No, I'm not a professional. This is a bike club that I belonged to at one time. I need to pay my dues so I can belong to it again. But no, I'm not a professional. I'm no racer or anything like that. I like to take it easy. Eventually, I'd like to get faster, but for now, I'm just enjoying the ride. I wish I would have got into, this type of cycling when I was a kid, and then maybe by this age I would have been a pro cyclist. I don't know. I agree, Vince. I've seen lots of pictures and video to it, and it's somewhere I do want to visit. I wish I would have went the day that I tried to go because it was cold and that waterfall was frozen, and I bet it was just awesome. But I ended up going to Crow Knob that day. That day it was actually New Year's Eve. That was my New Year's Eve hike. And my last hike of 2017 was at Millstone Bluff. And that was a good place. I enjoyed it. Been there before, but thought it was a good way to end a year with learning about history. But I do need to go to Jackson Hole for sure. And I will one of these days. I hear that, Em. I actually bought I don't know where it is right now. It's probably in my bedroom, but I bought a banjo, a 5-string banjo. I'm kind of wanting to learn how to do that. I need to, because I like bluegrass and stuff like that. So it'd be kind of cool to learn how to play it. And then maybe I can screw with other hikers out there and play like dueling banjos. I've heard about Hogs Bluff. I've never went to it, I don't think. I go to Gum Springs. My latest video is actually Gum Springs. I go look at a Buffalo Rock, or yeah, the Buffalo painting on the rock, and then we kind of hiked out there. Well, I'm gonna keep Hogs Bluff in mind. I've already got 2 suggestions for it, so that's gonna have to be a video. Steep Canyon Rangers. No, I don't think I have. Doesn't sound familiar. So yeah, Hogs Bluff is definitely going on my list. Anytime y'all want me to go to somewhere local that you'd like to see, just let me know, and I will for sure go check that out. Old railroad trail heading somewhat north from that. Okay, I will look into that, and I'm gonna try to start using Strava and what other one do I have? Map My Hike, maybe. Map My Ride, something like that. And I'm gonna try to start enabling them so that I start recording that stuff to give people some, you know, some sort of idea of where to go. Went to high school with her. Huh. I have to look into that. I love bluegrass. I really like old Stanley Brothers. I like Flat Lonesome. Um, there's another one I really like. I'm gonna have to look it up. Yeah, I definitely will call them. When I went and seen Cedar Falls, we tried everything we could to get a hold of Onto Sonk, but we just couldn't get a hold of them, and we just really wanted to see that big waterfall. So we thought, we're not gonna, leave it. We're gonna leave no trace. We're not gonna start fires or nothing like that. So we just went ahead and did it. And then I read somewhere that on the weekends, a lot of people just go do it, and but I'd rather call them and let them know. But I wish I had a voicemail or something. I don't want to just go against the rules. But I really wanted to see the fall, so I went ahead and went and seen it. Hopefully they won't mind. I'm sure they won't. I also really like Dale McCurry. I'm a big Dale McCurry fan. Which I guess are some of the bigger names in bluegrass. Yeah. If anyone does ever go to Packertunk Road, Packertuck, Packer, Packertuck, whatever that name is, road, just drive kind of slow because there's apparently a resident that lives out there that gets really agitated when people drive down the road and will call and complain. But I heard if as long as you're driving slow and calm, that they don't lose their mind too much. I mean, it's a public road, up until that point. So, but just kind of help them out, make them feel better. Just take it easy going down the road. That's my advice. 11 people. That's pretty neat. 11 people watching. That's cool. I'm going to have to do these live streams more often. When I did go to Cedar Falls, I didn't go alone. I went with a guy named Matt Golson. He runs a blog called Barn Door Cycling. He's kind of a local cyclist. And welcome, Brian. Welcome to the stream. And Matt got some really good footage with his DJI drone of Cedar Falls. So definitely go check that out if you haven't. And it's pretty cool footage. I have a drone. I just really want to get to know it. Yeah, I've heard of that. Southern Illinois Girl. I think it's just kind of you park on a trailhead and you walk up the hill where it is, and I think that's about it. I don't think there's really any kind of official trail or anything. I think it's a really short hike, but I definitely will check that out eventually. I love that area out there. That's near Cache River and all that. Cache River is what really got me to do hiking with Shawn. So that's kind of a special place in my heart. I mainly day hike, but I do overnights when the weather is right. So when it warms up a little bit more to where we have like, 40, 50 degree nights, then I'll start doing some overnights. One place in particular I really want to do overnight is Max Creek. We'll see if that vortex really exists. But I'd like to do that. And I'd like to also do some like section hiking on the river to river trail, do some overnights. I think that'd be fun. Hey, take care, Em. Good to meet you, and thanks for stopping by. Bald Knob Wilderness. Let's see. Yeah, I may have a video of that. I hiked it before. I started at the Godwin trailhead, the little one. I guess that would have been on the west side, maybe? East side. And I hiked it, and it wasn't a very good video. There wasn't a whole lot to see. But I definitely want to return eventually because I guess you can get to Hutchins Creek a little easier that way than you can if you go to like Pine Hills Camp. So eventually I need to return there. I need to pay more attention to the west side of the forest, definitely. Oh yeah, for sure, Vince. I'm on Facebook. You feel free to add me. Or you can email me at Shawn@hikingwithshawn.com, or you can message me on here. Facebook's really probably the best way to do it. That way you can send me a message and whatnot. If you want to hike, let me know for sure. I love hiking with other folks. Definitely. They say there's a vortex, Yodi. When I went, okay, here's the thing. When I went to Max Creek, I made that my Halloween video of 2017. Nothing crazy happened. Well, here's what happened. I hiked down into the ravine where Max Creek is, and there was some like pressure drops. So like my ears popped. I never noticed that before, only there. But I'm pretty on par with believing in science. So like fringe science, it's one of them things. It's like I got to see it to believe it type of thing. So, but I thought it was weird because my ears popped. Yeah, you can email me if you want, Vince, or send me a message here on YouTube. That's fine. Welcome, Tom. Glad you can finally make it. But anyway, at Max Creek, so my ears popped, and I noticed the temperature change like really significantly. And I thought, okay, well, the scientific, you know, reasoning can explain this. Well, then I seen a black snake. I think it was a plain belly water snake, kind of hanging out, and I spooked it. Well, it took off, slithering one way, then it kind of chased me a little bit and slithered back. And I thought that was kind of weird. But the thing that got me the most was I seen a bobcat like 5 to 10 feet in front of me, and I was trying to get to my camera to take video, and it seen me and it took off running. And I went into the woods after it. It's a bobcat; it can hurt me, But I thought I really want to see this thing, but I never got it. It got away. So, but it was weird. It was weird going there for sure. Welcome, Life on the Trail. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Just doing a little live stream here, chit chatting, having a good time on this Saturday evening. Kind of late at night, a little bit in a way, but that's the best time for me to live stream. Because when there's daylight on the weekends, I'm out in the woods. All right, folks, I'm going to leave you here for a little bit. Just enjoy talking to one another and meeting each other, and I'll be back in a couple of seconds. Ooh. Oh, I'm not going to get that bad, Stone. Not anymore. Can't handle hangovers, so I don't let myself get too bad. About 10 years ago, I can handle it. Well, you'll have to come back, Southern Illinois girl. Give you a reason to come back. Oh, the old Shawn, he's waiting for you. I've thought about that stone, because that'd be neat to find stuff, but there's just so many different like rules and policies when you get into the forest, when like harvesting anything or digging or anything like that. I know a guy in let's see, where's he live? Harrisburg. Chaos Paddlers is his YouTube, and he metal detects. But he was talking to me one day. I was like, well, why don't you cover more of the Shawnee? And he said, it's not really allowed. So that's kind of your downfall. And I mean, you can't really be secret about it if you put it on YouTube. That's why when I'm always vlogging in my truck while I'm driving, I'm thinking, wonder if one of these days I'm gonna get like 250 citations in the mail for distracted driving because I'm vlogging in my truck and putting on video, giving them the evidence. But I will say this: it's easier to vlog and drive than it is to text and drive. Hey, welcome, Matt. Matt Golson here. He's the drone footage guy. He's a famous drone footage guy. Me and Matt shared our experience at Cedar Falls. It was pretty cool. It's a good time. He took us off trail at first, but it was all right because we seen some really cool mist and fog coming up, so it kind of made it worth it. As he calls it, a happy accident. Yeah, Yodi. I mean, I can kind of agree with it in a way, um, because it's a lot of people, if they get out there and metal detect, they may start digging up stuff and hurting like the native vegetation and whatnot. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. I kind of wish I could do it, but then I understand why they don't want you to do it. Life on the trail, it may be allowed in some parts of the forest, just nothing um, where it's an ecological area. Yeah, like Matt Golson says, you can metal detect all you want, just don't take anything. Like natural areas, ecological areas, I don't think you're allowed to dig at all. Archaeological areas, like you couldn't go to Millstone Bluff and do that at all. I guess you can probably get away with it, just don't YouTube it. someone's wanting me to get into climbing now. So not at all in Shawnee. Okay, yeah. So like all these little like metal detecting and climbing, and it's just a lot of money. But I may try to do the climbing thing eventually, as long as Matt Golson climbs with me. You want to go to Jackson Falls and do some rock climbing, Matt? I'm only rappelling. Well, that's all. The only thing I'm going to do. I'm not going to do no free climbing. Down, not up. We'll just tie the rope to your bike, and you can just hold on. Yeah, I agree, Vince. I mean, the river. Anytime you see depressions on the trail, like circular depressions, a lot of them are old homesteads and like unfamiliar flowers and stuff, you know. And I can only imagine what you can find over there. And like you get around them old cars and stuff that are upside down, who knows what you can find. I highly doubt it, Yodi. I don't know if there was a big gold rush in Southern Illinois. Oh, new event. Aerial flood warning, Jackson County. That's probably about all I'd really find life. There is some areas that I know though they're on private property. I'd have to get permission, but or some like fire towers and stuff where I kind of wonder if never heard of gold in the Shawnee. Me neither, Matt. That's why I kind of wondered. Well, I have heard that there's a cave. I think it's Anna Bigsby's cave that could have a bunch of gold in it. That's the myth, you know. I think it's on private property. Hey, thank you, Tom. Um, Tell me that. That means a lot, you know. I'm glad you have learned a lot about snakes. You know, snakes are cool once you learn more about them. And what's that other one, Matt? Is it phosphorite? I don't know if I'm saying it right. Phosphor, whatever. Fluorspar. I don't know. I don't know what that word is. It was big though at one time. There's a map if I can find it one day. Yeah, fluorspar. Flower I'm not probably saying it right. Yeah, that's it. That's it. But I don't know how to say it. That was big in this area at one time. If I could find the map, I'll post it on the Hiking with Shawn blog or something like that, where it shows all the mining areas in Southern Illinois way back in the day. And what's cool about that is there's a crap load of mines in Hicks Dome. And if those of you not familiar with Hicks Dome, look that up. It's pretty neat. And there was a lot of mining done in that area before, you know, it was bought out by farmers and whatnot. A lot of legends of gold. And I think there's even Knights Templar legends over here, which is exciting to me because I'm a member of the Masonic Temple. So, you know, I hear about that in lodge and whatnot. And it's But it's legends. I'm sure it's just a myth. I'm not going to become a treasure hunter or nothing like that. But I like them stories. I think they're pretty neat. I have a lot of books on Southern Illinois history. Um, I'm really into the history of this area, like especially the forest. And where is that, Vince? I would love to know where that is. I'd check that out definitely. What part of the trail? But the books I have, a lot of history on the forest and whatnot. And I think that's awesome. Just our local history is neat. Little Egypt, and Bloody Williamson and all that. It's just really cool. And I've lived in Williamson County all my life, so might as well learn about the history of the county. Uh, I don't know if I did, Southern Illinois girl. Did you send it recently, like just now, or did you send it before? Hmm. Let me check my spam folder just in case you accidentally went there. Did you send it to hiking with Shawn or Shawn at hikingwithshawn.com? Oh, someone in my spam folder wants to send me $400 billion from Nigeria. Oh, I think I'm too late for that. Hmm. Yeah, it doesn't look like I got it. Southern Illinois girl. If you want to, you can send it again. And let me put the email out there just in case you didn't get the right one. I don't know. That is my email address. You all are more than welcome to email me. Well, I got it now. I guess I did get it. And because I see it's two. Okay, cool. Thank you for sending me that email. Land between the rivers. Very cool. Thank you for that. I will look at them books. Yeah, .com, not .com. Good one, ancient. That's funny. Thank you. Yeah, for sure. Let me do something real quick here. Maybe. Well, I can't reach my website. Why can I not reach my website? That ain't good. That website is down. Crap. Yeah, for sure, Vince. I'd love to do that. But folks, it's getting kind of late. I'll probably be going to bed here pretty soon. So I'm gonna probably end the stream. I want to thank you all for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Um, it's pretty neat to do these live streams and see everyone kind of join in. Um, so thanks again for visiting, and I'll try to do these more often. So again, I put my email up there. Anytime you want to contact me, feel free. Just it's .com, not .com. Thanks for visiting again, and I enjoyed talking to y'all. Take care. Let me figure out how to end this.